Well, it really does look like one of the smallest rooms I've ever painted. Well, in fact, it's not even a room, it's a cupboard. It's the coat and shoe cupboard. I've got big plans for this, so stay tuned and keep checking my channel for updates on how this is going to look when it's finished. But in this video, I'm going to be painting it. Now, I have prepped all the walls. This paint on the wall was originally matte. There were loads of shelves here. You can probably see that or notice where some shelves have been. I've rubbed all the walls down. All the holes and bits of plaster missing have been filled. I've also plaster skimmed some of the areas. It's all super smooth, and I've even gone over it with a sealer just to make sure that when the paint goes on top, it's not going to peel off. Because don't forget, you can't just take your matte emulsion and put it straight onto plasterboard or a surface that hasn't been appropriately prepped. That's a bit of a tongue twister, appropriately prepped, because it's likely to peel off. So areas like this where you can see lots of filler, this probably isn't too bad and you might get away with it, but I want to ensure that the paint's not going to come off. And so what I've done, where all the filler is, I've gone over it with a mix of PVA and water to seal it, so I can put my first coat of paint straight on it. Anyway, this cloakroom, I'm going to be painting in this Armstead Trade Durable Matt. And I've got it in white. I want to keep it nice and bright and clean and fresh in here. But I'm using this durable mat because people are going to come in here, they're going to kick their shoes off, they're going to throw their coats off, they're going to rub against the walls, the bags are going to come in here. Now, I am going to have a set of doors on this door frame, so you will be able to shut it out, but I want to minimize the amount of marks and stains that I've got on the wall. Now, the reason I'm using this particular paint, because it is scrubbable and it is durable, which means if it does end up being marked with coats and shoes, I can wipe it over. That's not going to be a problem. It's going to give it a nice tough finish as well. I mean, the finish in here isn't too bad, but already there's quite a few marks where we've had bags and coats in here. So this paint is going to give me a finish which is durable, tough and scrubbable. Let's get on with it. This is a water-based product, so you're going to do all your cleaning up with water. And I've just noticed on the side it says hard wearing, scrubbable matte finish, good stain resistance and ideal for high traffic areas. I mean, there's not going to be a great deal of traffic coming through, but when people do come through or come into this cupboard, they are going to be brushing themselves up against the wall and what have you. So that's going to be important, that the walls are going to be scrubbable. So let's give this a quick mix up and we'll get going. So we'll drop that in there. Oh, I'm using a 2-inch brush for in here. If I was doing a big room, I would usually use a 3-inch, just because you get it done a bit quicker, but it's really not going to take long in here anyway. So yeah, I've got a 2-inch brush there, and I'm certainly not getting my 12-inch or even 9-inch roller out for this. So I'm going to be using this medium pile 6-inch mini roller. All right, paintbrush loaded up. Here we go. Now, I have painted over this bluey grey before because my house was completely covered in this colour. I mean, this colour was in every room. I'm slowly getting there and covering it up. But sometimes a colour like this can be really difficult to actually cover up. We'll see how we get on and how many coats of paint of this Armstead Trade Durable Matt takes. Just so we're clear, this video is sponsored by Armstead Trade Paint. So I've painted the ceiling and it's just having one coat because it's already white, so it definitely doesn't need two coats. And that's how it looks after the first coat. Obviously it's still wet, we'll give it time to dry and then we'll come back and stick another coat on. After 3 coats of paint, I've now got this lovely, smooth, hard-wearing, durable, scrubbable, stain-resistant wall finish, which is going to be absolutely perfect in here. As I've said already, I've got a couple of hanging rails going in here, so I'm going to have coats against the wall. I'm having shoes up on the wall on a shelf unit here, so look out for that video coming real soon. And I'm going to have more coats hanging here, and not to mention people in and out with their coats and bags. So this is going to be absolutely perfect. So there it is, guys. Just your Armstead Trade Durable Matte. Obviously I painted this in white, but you can have this mixed in any of your favorite colors, of course. Over 3,000 colors actually, including Armstead Trade exclusive shades, as well as those from the RAL and NCS charts. And you can spray it, roll it, brush it. You can recoat it in 2 to 4 hours, and the cleanup is in water. Fantastic. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Any questions or comments, stick them in the box below, and I'll see you lot on the next video.